Welcome to the Whitetail Advantage Podcast with your host, Brett Bovin. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the show.
How's it going, everyone? This is Brett Bovin, and welcome to the motherfucking electronic campfire. Now we've been off for a week. Last week we had a show on Tuesday, but some personal things came up, so we apologize for that. And Tuesday we don't do a show on our last Tuesday of the month, so that was typical with that one. So we apologize though for the Sunday show. But we made things up, we got things squared away, and we're back here tonight. And as always, we're not politically correct on this show. Strongly believe hunting and brotherhood go hand in hand. So there's going to be hazing on the show. That's what we do here at Whitetail Advantage. So we invite you to haze along with us, just like we invite you to grab a chair and sit by the electronic campfire with us. And I'm going to say this is brotherhood. A lot of things are going to be said, but at the end of the day, we all support each other. We should also support each other. And we're all here in the common good of getting deer in the freezer and having a good time and sharing stories and having a good laugh at it. Now, I'm already going to say this, though. I'm already a little pissed because how things have been reading here and there, back and forth on the online and the Twitter spheres and all this shit. I want to do my best to contain myself, but you guys know that I don't do that. I speak my mind. I invite the guests to speak their mind, and we say whatever the fuck we want to say. If your feelings get hurt, there's the door. Go fuck yourself. Grow up. Anyways, put your quarter in the slot machine, help share the show, help grow the show. We appreciate everyone out there that's been doing this from the beginning, and just the amount of group, the fan base out there, the audience out there, the brotherhood, everyone that's part of this community now is amazing, and we've just been growing, and we just feel like we just started. Anyways, thank you to all the men and women in the military and the police officers. Thank you for your service, and the firefighters, everybody in public service. Thank you for your service. Now, I'm done with the long speech. Now we got a great guest on tonight. We got Craig from Wisconsin. So we got a lot of things we're going to be talking about there. And Squatch is here with us tonight. Dave's not with us as usual. He's not here on our Sunday show. And Johnny's not here with us tonight. So I'm so happy Johnny's not here with us tonight. So I'm happy about that. Let's just all get a round of applause for that, because just fuck Johnny. Just all we're going to say. I hope he listens to this and watches it back. So there's just a giant middle finger right there for you, Johnny. Love ya. Anyways, let's bring everybody in tonight. Squatch, how's it going? At least there's one brother in the family, a part of this team, that actually wants to show up for us here tonight.
What's going on?
Everyone else just fucking hates me or something. At least you pretend to like me still.
It's just an act, really. But you know, I just show up because the money's good.
Yeah, I know. It's great. It's a penny on the dollar every time you get.
And we got our guest that goes back with me for quite a ways from the pursuit days. We got old Craig James here on the show.
Welcome to the show, Craig.
What's up, guys?
Tell us a little about yourself, because I don't know who the fuck you are, and let's see if I can give a shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm coming out hot, man. I'm already heated. My blood's been boiling for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, I said, I don't know, born and raised in Wisconsin, never left the fucking state, and you know, grew up in a small town of Seymour, Wisconsin. I mean, I don't know, population of like fucking 3,000 people. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know, it's simple. Like high school, you know, I didn't really do much. I mean, I played baseball a couple of years, and then I started powerlifting in high school, and you know, I got a lot of fucking hate, a lot of shit from myself, because high school I was 109 pounds, and you know, 109 pounds, you think a guy's gonna want to power lift, you know, blah blah. But obviously, I stuck into it, you know. And I mean, in high school, I'm not fucking eating right. I'm not doing I'm just school lunches and fucking McDonald's and Dairy Queen is what we had in Seymour, so that's what I fucking lived on. But like I said, biggest thing in me growing up, you know, I powerlifted in high school, and my freshman year, I actually made state, and I took ninth at state, I think, my freshman year. And then I don't know, I fucking fell in love with it. So I got into the powerlifting team, and it honestly took off from there. I mean, back in high school days, they had squat suits, you know, they had your knee wraps, stuff like that. But sophomore year, I ended up winning out my regionals And at state sophomore year, I took second. And then I got the invite down to was it Killeen, Texas for nationals in my weight division at 114. And I ended up winning nationals in my weight class. I got best lifter award down there my sophomore year. Junior year, I went through regionals, won regionals. State, I fell apart at state. I got no rep on some lifts that hurt me, so I dropped myself down there. But then my senior year, I regrouped and I went to Alexandria, Louisiana, and I actually won nationals again my senior year in my weight class at 114. Then yeah, I said then after high school, fucking never went to college. I just went right to the work life and started making money that Uncle Sam here takes from me every day. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I just said ever since powerlifting, and I kept working out and growing up, I got in my early 20s and I started drinking a lot. And I kind of fell back out of that, that positive life of mine of working out, outdoors as well. But then kind of got my life together in my 30s and met my wife, got my daughter, and now it's like I got everything I ever wanted in life. And now I'm back into now I got into the CrossFit life, and now I'm just fucking enjoying life now. Like I got everything I've ever wanted and just enjoying every fucking day of it now.
We got a comment here from the Blind Hunter 1. Does his state let blind people hunt like Michigan lets me?
Blind people hunt? No, I'm not blind, so I.
That'd be a good thing to look up too. Yeah,
Obviously, you got to have somebody with you. I mean, you can't.
Yeah. I mean, I know there is. I mean, I
don't see why they couldn't. I mean, why they
can't.
Yeah.
You just have a mentor with you or someone there with you.
I mean, it all comes down to the distinction of, is he classified legally blind where he
Correct.
still sees good enough to hunt, or are you absolutely like Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder blind where you don't know what's in front of you? I'm interested in that too, and that's interesting to know. I'd like to
have that as a show.
Yeah,
to talk to someone
that'd be interesting.
Blind. That would be an interesting show.
Get out, and I'm being dead serious with it. I mean, there's a lot of people with disabilities out there, and we've had some guys on the show. T8 outdoorsman, he suffered a spinal injury. He hunts, and there's some other people out there, but I don't know. I don't even know if New York does that. I have no idea. I could have to look.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah. I want to look that up a little bit more myself. Yeah, there's a lot that needs to be done. I love his comment here. He commented again, I'm blind like Stevie.
Okay.
Love it.
Well, we got it summed up.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love to have, if women, dude, whoever you are, to come on the actual show and let's talk about you being blind as a blind hunter.
That's an interesting subject.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, Craig, I also noticed that you joined the BD Hunting's Outdoors, like their team and stuff like that. So how does it feel to join the JV team when you could have joined the varsity team or here at Whitetail Advantage?
I mean, I'm just fucking I don't know. Like, and they offered me to fucking go on the team with them, and I was like, "Okay, let's go with it."
That's awesome, man.
I'm happy. It's cool. Like, I don't know. To some other people, it's like, "Oh, cool, I'm on a team," but to me, it had more of a feel. Like, it makes it feel good. Like, I guess I don't know how to say it. Like, people growing up, you have a rough past. You weren't the fucking jock. In high school, you weren't the prep or whatever, and it was always, like me growing up in a small town, you never felt welcome. You never felt wanted to be a part of something. No one wanted you to be a part of something. And like when they offered for me to be on the team, I was like, this is awesome. I'm meeting people throughout the industry that I never knew, you're building that friendship, that brotherhood bond. It just, I don't know, it made me feel really fucking good.
Yeah, it's weird. When I first started this, it was just myself, and I had one of my friends do this, but his personal life with work and stuff like that got in the way because he was a farmer, and then that just got too much for him, so he got tired of doing this. So it was just myself. Then, long story short, I got into it more and more, And eventually you meet people along the journey of doing this.
Yep.
And that was one of the things, like, do I really want to, and to kind of go down this rabbit hole of a second of like, do you want to be a YouTube content creator, Instagram content person, whatever you want to call it? Do you want to take the time away from your family and stuff like that to do it? And I was thinking to myself, you know what? Yeah, because I'm very detail oriented with my schedule, very organized, so I can spend a lot of time with family and still do this and hunting all my other stuff all on the side. And throughout doing this, you meet a lot of amazing people, and next thing you know, I'm inviting Johnny on the team, and he's now on the show doing this shit with me.
Yep.
And then I invite Dave to do this with me, and he's doing this stuff with us now. And then we invite Squatch. I mean, Squatch was just the best decision ever. Johnny and Dave, a little questionable right there if they still be on the team. But no, you're right. It's amazing that to meet everybody like basically across the country.
Yep.
And we not might visit each other through in person, but to be able to do this online like this, and that's why I love doing this, because I get to meet you, I get to meet the guys from Boondocks, and just the community that we've had just in this small group, and we've kind of expanded more and more. I mean, you and I have been texting more and more lately, and just what you and I have personally said to each other has given me more of a hope, because like kind of a point where it's like, just kind of seems like it's too much and stuff like that. But just what you said, which made me like, I got to ramp this up even more, because this is amazing. If I'm reaching this, how many more people can I do that to?
Yep, 100%. Yeah.
So to just get back to what we were talking about a second ago, I looked it up. You can legally hunt if you're blind in New York, as long as you have an accomplice with you and they're within an arm's reach of your weapon. That's what it says. And what the heck else? They can use firearms, crossbows, but only under direct supervision of the licensed companion. So there's your answer. I guess you can hunt if you're legally blind. I never knew that. Never even thought about it. So that's great. Congratulations. That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Sweet,
yeah.
So Craig, you were into out CrossFit. Now the running joke is, you know how someone's in CrossFit because they always say, "Oh, I'm into CrossFit working out." At least that's what the joke was when I was in college and going through a police academy. He's like, "How do you know they're in the CrossFit?" Because they'll tell you right away.
Yeah, they'll tell you right away. Yeah.
But I love CrossFit because when we were in police academy, it forced you to work on your breathing tenfold compared to the other workouts, and you're just doing, it's less joint pain, a lot more in that restrictions and more body stuff. So how did CrossFit help you just on your mental side? Your mental side.
Okay, yeah. So like growing up, I battled, it's crazy to say, because I look back at what I have in life now, beautiful wife, beautiful daughter, and I'm living a good life. Like I really am, and why a guy like that living a good life should be, why is he battling depression? Why is he down on himself, blah, blah. And, it's just a lot of shit went through my life, and Squatch knows about it, talked to him, hand on about it, and
yep.
it really, it's hard knowing, like, when you feel like you're literally at fucking rock bottom of your life, and you look like, I always told myself, not gonna change. Like I'm never gonna get past this rut. Blah blah. I'm always gonna have this person or that person fucking staring at me and blah blah. But at the same time, when I was just working out, like just random Planet Fitness or a random gym around here, I was working out. I was staying somewhat, in shape, blah blah. But it wasn't the same. I was still battling my fucking depression. I was still thinking about the past. Like how can I get myself to feel not wanted, but just feel better about, like, I know I can take that past and never, like, just forget about it entirely. Am I gonna? Fuck no. It's always gonna be on my fucking mind. But getting into CrossFit. So wife and I were married. At the time, my sister-in-law was part owner of the CrossFit gym right up the road here in Green Bay. And I was like, no, I'm not fucking doing this CrossFit shit. I go to Planet Fitness. I that's enough for me. And she fucking drove me in by the ear one morning. She goes, all right, come on, come here and do a workout with us. I'm like, fuck it. You're not gonna let me fucking say no. So it's like, whatever. Saturday morning, I went to the CrossFit gym. Absolutely hated it. I threw up twice. And I'm like, there's no way, I can't do this shit. Like, this is not for me. Well, then again, though, it's like, I went back again, and I went back again. And then next thing I know, okay, I'm going to get a membership. Fuck it. I'm going to try this out. And I got a membership, fucking fell in love with CrossFit. I just don't get it. And I don't know if it was just like my mindset of like, okay. And I think what it was like when I joined CrossFit, it brought me back positive memories of my high school days of powerlifting. Like, at a kid 114 pounds, and yes, I had a squat suit on. I had, knee wraps on. So it helped you with spring loading, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, being able to put more weight up than you physically could if you did it raw. And I think that brought back that positive vibe, knowing like how much I lifted in high school at my body weight to what I want to see what my fucking body can do now, So then, do I eat healthy all the time? Fuck no. But I do take my creatine. I do, build that muscle that way in some shape or form.
Oh, you're a creatine motherfucker. I want you off the show now.
I'm a creatine motherfucker.
God damn it. You short bastard, you.
So, and I got into the lifting. I'm like, okay. So then, obviously I knew simple, like back squat, bench press, and deadlift. Okay. Standard movements. I did those in high school. Those are the 3 lifts in high school that we would always have to do at the competitions. But now in CrossFit, now you're involving squat cleans, power snatches, overhead squats and shit like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna see what I can physically do with the body that I have. And it, then I went online, got my L1 license to be a coach, and now I'm a coach now at Red Door. We'll call it Red Door Fitness now, not Red Door CrossFit, because CrossFit, you got to pay an affiliate fee every fucking year. And I think it's like $5,000 now just to have the fucking CrossFit name, which is absolutely ridiculous.
What?
Yeah. It's to be an affiliate, to be Red Door CrossFit. It was like $3,000, I think, like years ago, but now it's up to $5,000 you got to pay to be a CrossFit, a trademark name. Yeah. So we're Red Door. It's fucking stupid, but we're Red Door Fitness now. We still do everything CrossFit does. That's just, if you do have to work out stuff like that, the EMOMs, the AMRAMs, shit like that. So I got my L1 license, became a coach. I do personal training on the side now. And I just fucking love it, dude. I honestly, not even myself seeing the weights I can put up at my body size now, but like just seeing other people like break down, struggle, like shed some tears in the gym. Like, I can't do this. I can't, but you can do it. Like, you physically can do it if you put your mind to it. Like, you can't, if you walk up, to that fucking bar and if you think to yourself for 1 split second, oh, this is going to be too heavy, back the fuck up, regroup, go up there and pick the bar up. Like, you have to be in control of that bar. And seeing these athletes and when I first met them day one, when they got their membership, to where they are now, 1, 2, 3 years into their membership, and the lifts and the weights that they're pulling is just a fucking blessing, because it makes me feel good knowing that one, I'm a positive influence on somebody's life. 2, I'm not giving up on them, and I'm not letting them give up on themselves. And it's just every day I walk in that gym, and I fucking love it. I do. I mean, it's a blessing knowing that you're helping somebody change their life for the better, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, do you relate a lot of that with, as it translates into hunting too, with guys in the outdoors? Like maybe you give somebody some knowledge, like how to do your setup, or maybe a food plot, or a tactic. I mean, it's kind of like you're saying, you don't let the weights get in your head. You try to teach people, just step up to the bar and see through it and lift.
Yep.
Back when I was younger, I was hitting the gym twice a day when I was about 20, 21, and my arms grew 3 inches in a month. That's how hard I was hitting stuff. Didn't take anything, just, ate well, and that was it, and just worked out really hard. Plus I was working on a farm, doing stuff like that. But one thing that used to ramp me up was metal. I would throw on like Slayer or Metallica or something. I would go in, they would have like this hip hop stuff on. I'm like, you'd hear that go right off. The tape would go on, and I would be freaking rocking out. And if I put on something heavy, I could boost my max to like another 15, 20 pounds on a lift.
Yeah.
And it was funny how your adrenaline just works like that, when you're.
It's insane. Like
you're
honestly,
pumping.
it's insane. Like I said, like you were saying about the music choice stuff like that, and it's like I get fucking so much shit at the gym from people like, how can you listen to this fucking shit and listen? I'm like, hey, I'm here. It's not class time. I'm putting my fucking music on and I'm gonna go lift.
That's it.
my buddy, the old founder of Red Door, Joel, he looks in and he goes, that one day I finished my workout, I finished my my power snatches and stuff, and he goes, hey, are you done working out right now? I'm like, yeah. He goes, good. I'm turning this fucking bullshit music off. I gotta put something else on. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, come on, you gotta fucking be able to do it. But I love it, every day, like, and that's the thing too about like giving up, like the old Craig would have tried pulling, like what I did was a couple of weeks ago. I failed 11 times. And you would think, failing 11 times, straining your body, you're just going to fatigue yourself more and more and more. But like, I'm like, no, I can fucking do this. Wait, why am I fucking failing this? And then it was crazy. Like, Squatch, what you're saying, I fucking like, well, I'm going to throw one song on that I know is going to get me fucking jacked up. I fucking threw that song on. I strapped my belt on and I went to that fucking barbell, that squat snatch, and I hit 165 over my head. And I failed 11 times before I actually hit that.
Yeah. So I've seen you lift some pretty serious stuff, man. I was happy to see you succeeded. I was like, man, because it's an accomplishment, man. When you hit something like that, you're not only proving to somebody else that you're physically fit, you're strong, but you're proving to yourself that you accomplished it, that you got over that hurdle.
Yep. 100%.
It was weird when I'm in the gym. I need like 5-finger death punch to like really get up and going and moving and stuff like that. When I'm out running and like doing that type of thing, I can use like, I usually listen to like Eminem type music. I can't listen to like that rap stuff like that hard, like which is not even rap anymore. That's just stupid. It's just more like no, like I can't listen to that. I need like Eminem music where it's like it was like sports based stuff, like Till I Collapse type songs.
Yeah.
It was weird how like my brain would work differently in different modes of workouts instead I was doing it. And PSC Mobile here, which is Dave, he said Brett works out to Celine Dion. Freaking Dave, jeez. But no, I do think working out and hunting go hand in hand together, they correlate together, because there's been a lot of times where I've been in the gym and it's just like, man, I can't do this. Or like, I'm trying to get a new PR on my bench press and I can't. And I'm not going to lie, though, that was back in college. I'm at the point now where I'm not doing stuff like that like I used to. Now I'm doing different type of workouts. But I'd be trying to get a new PR bench on my bench press, and I'm just like, I can't do it. I've been trying for a week and I can't get there. And then eventually, like, you do it and you take it into hunting, where we say all the time, you're going to have a lot of ups and downs in hunting, and you got to figure out how to push through those moments where you're thinking, man, you suck as a hunter, or I can't do this right, or I can't do that, and what's going wrong? Well, you shot a deer and you never found it, or you shot a deer and you missed it, or you're just not seeing deer completely. You're going to have a lot of more of those moments. You're going to see on Craig's channel, Squatch's channel, any channel out there, people shooting deer, and we're going to make it look easy.
Yep.
But the backside
100%.
of the story is, just like Craig and Squatch can agree with me too, you're going to see 5% of the success, but 95% of it was hard work, and it's just pure. Sometimes it's luck, and most of the time it's like, shit, I'm doing this wrong. You're not going to see all that stuff that led up to it, because all the other stuff is just pure failure.
Yep.
And I'm sure you guys can agree with me too, that you don't, and that's not being shown enough.
Definitely.
And I think
I
think it needs to be shown more of, like, look at everything that I just fucking failed through. And I'm actually trying to do that this year through hunting, through filming, of like, look how many days in a row that I've gone without only seeing does. And like, this is what it comes down to sometimes is we're not going out. I have a private property. I don't see deer like you see on on some of those bigger channels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll go 2 weeks and I only see a little small 8-point buck. That's what the reality of hunting is, though.
It is. I mean, and it's funny that you bring that up because, like, out in Krakow, cell cam shows there's a lot of deer in there, a lot of different bucks, like, which is great. It's good that they're there, but fuck, I've been out there 2 years ago. It was I took a week off for the rut, and I sat sun up and sun down. Like, I do all day sits. Like, I will sit in that stand, and I was on my 4th day, and I seen a total of 3 deer. And I didn't get discouraged because, like I said, I know they're there, but I'm still fucking enjoying every minute of it. And then on day 5 that morning, I seen 24 deer. So it's just like, what the fuck? Where do they all go? Why are they all here now? You know, and just, I don't know. I don't get, a lot of people that I talk to, a lot of people, they get pissed off because they don't see deer, or they're not having the size of bucks on camera that they want, but at the same time, it's like, just me personally being out there is just enjoying it is more than seeing fucking 30, 40, 50 deer, or seeing a 150 class, or, I enjoy it, and
not to cut you off, but I think the new day and age that we live in now, where if you are an Instagram creator or a YouTube channel creator or online creator, whatever, however you want to phrase it,
content creator,
too caught up, content creator, whatever. We get, I see two sides of it. You get so caught up on trying to create content for everyone to watch and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this is what hunting is.
Yep.
And even though you could be a content creator, at the end of the day, though, we fucking love being out in the woods and just sitting there in pure silence and bliss. 100%. I don't give a shit if I go the entire month of October and all I see is 2 black fucking squirrels fucking. Excuse my language, but I don't care. It's just happy enough to be out there in the woods. It's at the different feeling that you get. And as a guy, as coming from a husband, a father, a man that doesn't identify as a chick, or doesn't identify as a man, I'm a legit man. You need that to decompress from your bills, you need that time away from family to kind of come back to them as sanity as a husband and a father. You need to go take that step away.
Yep.
But on the same time, you're also doing it for yourself because you just love being out there in the woods. Yep. It's our instinctive as guys to be out there in the woods to provide for our families. And for anyone that goes out, I know I'm going long. I'll shorten this up here soon. But that's been in our DNA since the beginning of time, that we need to go out there and provide food for our families.
Yep.
I can go on and on about that, but I'll just leave it there. You guys can comment on that too. I'm just
no. I mean, I agree 110% with that. I mean,
like we were discussing a little bit before the show, a bunch of friends are having a contest, and I did it last year. I don't usually get in contests. I feel they're a jinx, and I even said that on the same platform who was holding the contest last year, but being I was new to the group, I didn't want to be a party pooper, and I got into it. I had 2 failures on deer, and I really felt like God was punishing me for not taking it as seriously as I always do, more putting it on a level as, I got to look good to so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and be in competition. Okay, so when I'm in the woods, the first piece of stress I have is who else is on the same deer I'm on within a couple square miles of where I am. That stresses me out. Second is the weather. Third is how am I going to look, being that I'm on social media content. I have my own YouTube channel. I need to make movies. Well, let me tell you something, okay? If I can't get that camera on, I'm still shooting what I'm after.
Yep.
If I don't get the footage, too damn bad. I'm a hunter first, okay? I am letting you guys, whoever it is, have the privilege of being in the same place that I am. I do the damn best I can to make good content and put it on there. and do the best I can. I don't have the hundreds and thousands of dollars and these farms that these guys hunt and a professional cameraman alongside of me. I'm in real life, okay? You may see the deer come in, maybe something happens, and then the deer's laying there dead as I walk up to it. It happened with me during turkey season. But I am a hunter, okay? I want everybody to see what I do. If people have questions, I'm there to help them. But with a contest, I just felt like last year I was severely punished for having any part in that because I took my eyes off of the real deal. I actually shot a deer. It was the last day of bow season, so I could get on the board and not hear grief from other people. And it really isn't even a deer of my caliber that I like to shoot. I'm grateful for the animal. It did not go to waste. But you know what? That conscious, that little guy in your ear who's God, and he's telling me, you didn't have to do that. You're a good hunter. You don't have to prove yourself to anything. So fast forward, because I'm getting off on a long spiel here. Here's this year. And, it was starting like, back and forth, team leaders. And I said, yeah, I don't want to have another year like last year. I just, it's too much pressure. It's just like I go into woods to detune, not to get ramped up. It's hard enough if somebody encroaches on you or somebody got a deer, which, I don't begrudge anybody. They're not my deer, but you know how you come accustomed to seeing a certain deer on camera and then 2 farms over, a guy gets it and you're like, darn it. But, they're good guys, so you feel happy for them. And then vice versa, they're good people. So I just told myself, I said, I'm following what the book says. Be true to thyself. And if I don't do that, I'm doing myself a disjustice. And you know what? It ain't about the money. I'll give them the $30. I'd put it in the pool. Somebody wins it, they win it. I don't care. But it's just not me. It's not the Squatch. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy who's with good buddies, my pals, my brothers, and we share a moment in camp and we're having a meal and then maybe a couple cocktails afterwards. And then the next morning we get up and one of the guys in the party shoots a nice buck and we're genuinely happy for each other. And then we celebrate that together. And that's on video. And those are the memories we get to make. It ain't about, I got 25 points over you and Jack got 30 and, you're a dick because you can't keep up with, I don't want to do that stuff. It's just not, it's not me. And I don't, you know what? If the guys are doing it, good, man. I'm happy for you. Do good. I hope you win. Knock each other out. Do your best. Have a great season. I hope everybody's productive, but not this guy, man. I'm just too old. I ain't got nothing to prove. I got nice. That's only a couple of them. I mean, I got nice deer on the walls in my house. I mean, God's blessed me over and over and over with an abundance of trophies over the years, and that's all that matters is the time sitting out there. I'm getting older. I got 20 years, maybe 25 at the best, God willing, that I get to get out there and enjoy myself. I ain't going to be wrapped up in some bull crap. I'm just going to do my best.
I agree.
Yep. That was a moment of Squatch and I's rant.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to go from there. I'm not going to lie. But those are good points. Those are valid points.
Yep.
I do want to. I had a question here, Craig. If I can remember it. I'm drawing a blank now. Well, let me ask you this: how long have you been hunting now?
I've been hunting. Like I started hunting when I was back in, high school. But then, the seriousness of it, like really putting my head into the game and actually trying to learn and get more into it and then just pick up a bow and shoot an arrow. Like I would say when my wife and I started dating, probably my 28 years old. And I really, I've hunted, my whole life. But seriousness of it is probably when I started dating my wife and knowing that I had property now on the family land to go walk, scout, stuff like that. that's when I really started really getting more serious in hunting. And then I think when I shot my first buck on the family land that year is when I really told myself, like, okay, this is something I want to really get fucking big into doing. And that's basically when I just took off with it there. I mean,
Was
growing
this
up,
your wife's family land or
yeah,
like
this is
your
my
family land?
no. So my wife's mom, my in-laws, my mother and father-in-law, it's their land out in Crockville that I'm on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did you have any? I've been asking this question a lot with people, but I think it's something that needs to be addressed in some fashion. Did you have a mentor growing up into hunting, or did you kind of just pick it up along as you went?
Yeah. So growing up, um it was I'm just gonna fucking flat out say it, that the childhood growing up, it was fucking rough. It was a very rough childhood growing up. Mom and dad split, you know, and I didn't really I at that time I really didn't have a mentor, you know, that showed me the ropes in the outdoors, whether it was fishing or pheasant hunting, whatever. But then my uncle Nick, at the time, took me under his wing, and he's like, "No, I know you like the outdoors. You always want to go camping and stuff. We're gonna do this." He got me big into pheasant hunting, and that tell you what, I don't do it no more. I'll admit it. But just being out there with him and his dog and pheasant hunting was probably the most peaceful time I have, and the most memories I've ever had with a family member. He showed me a lot. He took me fishing, like I said, pheasant hunting. I mean, everything like that, and he was the one that got me into the outdoor life, you know, and then he ended up passing away of cancer, and
Oh man.
that loss, you know,
Sorry.
oh,
Yep.
to this day,
tough.
it's fucking,
Yep.
you know, being 36 years old, you know, you would think him passing away. I mean, he's been gone for, he's fucking been gone for some time now, but you would think that it wouldn't hit me as hard, but man, it's fucking tough.
Yep.
You know, and I actually will say, like, if it wasn't for my Uncle Nick, I don't think I would I wouldn't even know, I wouldn't be anywhere where I am right now in the outdoor industry, I should say, you know, like the knowledge I have, you know, and stuff like that. But if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be on social media, probably. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now.
Where did whitetail hunting then come into play at this point in your life?
Whitetail hunting came into play. I will have to say, well, when it came into play, it was my Uncle Nick. They owned some land, a little strip of land in Seymour. It was mainly like, I don't know, 85% was all fields. It was just all it was just a river running through and then the woods following it. And then they owned just a big chunk of that. And I think when that came into play is knowing I was sitting in the woods. Uncle Nick is up at the house having dinner, and I ended up shooting a buck, and it was it was the biggest buck of my life I've ever shot. And unfortunately, we're all human. At that time, I didn't know the standard rules of, like, okay, hey, lung shot this many hours, liver this many, and I think I was just caught up in the moment, so freaking jacked up that I just literally shot the biggest deer I've ever seen walk this funnel line. And when I seen that deer run off and he disappeared, but then I waited an hour and I went down there. I mean, there was just blood splattered fucking everywhere. It was just, I mean, this deer's dead. Well, what did I do? I went in by myself, never asked for help, and I lost him. I jumped him and he's gone. But it's just, I went back up to the house, fucking crying my ass off, Uncle Nick. I gave him a hug, and I looked at him and I said, "I'm sorry that I screwed up." And he goes, "What are you sorry for?" And I looked like I failed. And he goes, "You didn't fucking fail, dude. You're learning." He goes, if someone tells you that they never done this, they're fucking lying to you. He goes, "Lesson learned. Now you just gotta," he goes, "go home, get some sleep, regroup, get back out there in the woods." And he was just always there for me. And whether it was just a call and talk about hunting, and just show me some stuff that I don't know, it's hard. I fucking miss him every day, and but I can truly say, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be at the knowledge I have now.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, brother.
Yeah.
I do want to take a second. We can all just give Michael a big giant fuck you, Michael. So I'm going to start it off. He's here. He wants us all to acknowledge that. He wants me to acknowledge, to tell everyone that he is here with us tonight. And I basically just said, you needy shitbag. We don't care.
Yeah, when I saw him in the comments, you guys might be a little too young to remember, but there was a show called Romper Room with a bunch of toddlers. And I said, Romper Room got out. Michael's on the show. So
I don't. That's over
that's
my
way
time.
before your time, Brett. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm young. I'm 31 years old. Yeah. I'm 31 years young, or however you want to look at it.
I want to go. I'd like to go back and know what I know now at 31. That would be fun.
To go back in time with the knowledge that you have.
Can you imagine? Like, shit you know now, you go back and it's like you'd be like in a 30-year-old body. I mean, you'd be like, yeah, I could do this now. And
like, oh, I just do. If I did this there, and if I did that, then, oh man, it'd be awesome.
Craig, how old are you? I don't even know how old you are.
He's 36. He said it earlier.
Oh, he did say it. I was probably
turn your hearing aid up, you old fuck bag.
Yeah, no, I turned 37 on the 15th.
Okay.
Oh, your birthday's around the corner.
Yeah. Coming up.
God, you're an old fuck too.
Yeah.
How old are you, Brett?
I'm 31. I just said it.
That's amazing. You know what? That's amazing because retards usually don't live that long.
I know.
They don't make it. They usually kill off around like 22, 23 years old.
I haven't been full retard. I've been half retard. There we go. Yeah. No, one thing I think the reason I've been asking these type of questions, Craig, is because I think we've had a lot of shows where we get very technical. We ask a lot of guests like, well, how do you look for deer in this way? And how do you look for and funnels and pinch points and stuff like that? Don't get me wrong. But I think we need to have more of these conversations with average Joe hunters like yourself and myself and Squatch of how you got into hunting, why we got into hunting, and the emotional side of hunting, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, however you feel about it. It doesn't get talked a lot about it because I think we need to be more vulnerable. And we talk about how one thing big on this show that I strongly believe in, though, is anybody out there that has anything negative to say to a hunter or about hunters, I'm going to say this. You got something to say and I find out fucking about it, then you're going to have me down your throat. I'm just going to say that right then and there. Yep. If there's anybody out there listening or watches the show on YouTube, you're scared of posting a photo of your deer on your own social media, however you want to say it, send it to us. I'll post it. And if anybody has anything to say, I'm going to stick up for you. Because at the end of the day, this is a community. Yep. I'm going to give Craig shit for being a fucking short shit. I'm going to give Craig Squash to being a little fucking troll mongling. And I expect them to give me crap for being a ginger and everything else. I don't care. It's all in good fun. Exactly. We fuck around with each other. It's a brotherhood. We're all having fun. But at the end of the day, though, I got their backs no matter what. And we all should support each other. And I just lost my train of thought. We just need to be there with each other more. And I'm tired of seeing this negativity going around in the hunting community. And I think we need to have more of these conversations where we expose ourselves as being more vulnerable, because we seem to be like, oh, I'm this big bad hunter and I look at all these deer, this and that. I'm going to tell you this. I've shot one deer that was 140 plus inches. Everything else has probably been around the hundreds. I haven't been shooting anything magnificent. They're deer that I love. Now that I've been getting older, I've had more knowledge base in my own brain, picking brains from people like Craig and Squatch. You learn stuff. And like I said, there's been ups and downs in my career in hunting. And I think we need to have more of these conversations. And that's why I kind of wanted to go more of these conversations with Craig and more in depth about in his personal life that he's willing to share. And we need to have these conversations more often, because I think it just allows people to be more involved with us as hunters and show that we aren't just out there killing to kill and to put these deer on social media and be relevant, whatever the case may be, because I don't give a shit. If I shot a 4-pointer, I post on Instagram and I sharing it with my kids, I'm happy as fuck about that.
Yep.
That's what I care about the most. Don't get me wrong. I think every hunter out there would love to have a deer that shoots 200 inches.
Yeah.
But if I get to share it with my friends, my family, and stuff like that, we're all going to, I guarantee you this, because we're going down to Indiana to hunt, and Squatch might be coming down there with us. Say anyone comes down there, it's going to be my first time shooting a deer out of state and traveling out of state. If a 4-point comes, I'm most likely going to shoot it, and they're going to be hyping me up like I just shot the world record deer.
Yep.
Because that's the community that we built here.
Yep. And that's how it should be. Like it I don't know. It's just
we're all doing the same. Like, okay, if you're out in the woods in a tree stand at 4:00 in the morning, and I'm out in a tree stand at 4:00 in the morning, aren't we doing the same thing? We're there for the same purpose. We're trying to get in on the animal. We're trying to sneak up on and kill. Okay, so there's two things right there we got in common that we do. The second one is we love the outdoors. We're out there. We're not out there just to do our thing, shoot a deer and go home. We're out there because we enjoy the peaceful time and stuff. And there's two types of hunters. There's the ones that are like us, and then you got the ones that just want to be in the spotlight. And the ones in the spotlight ruin it for all the good, genuine people out there. And, it's a shame. And, it's easy to get wrapped up. It's easy to get, in the moment with stuff. And, we haze each other. We joke around, or, we kid about Brett not getting out of bed to go hunting and everything and that. But, and it's not. I mean, it's just a running joke that we got going on here.
Right.
He puts his time in and stuff too. But, some of us put more time in, some of us don't. But the nice thing that we can do is, in a good community of people, is we have that other person's help or knowledge. Hey, the rut's starting. You may want to really start getting serious and knuckling down. I've been out, for the last week, and I'm watching it progress.
Yep.
Where, maybe somebody's working, maybe they don't have the time to be out in the woods. But by you reaching out on social media and maybe posting something about that, hey, it's getting fired up. You're helping out your fellow hunter.
Yep.
The thing that freaking kills me is the backstabbing, the bullshit of being a two-faced person. And it's like there's just no room for that, man. There's no room for that. There's no need for that. You're out there enjoying nature. You're supposed to be anyway. You're supposed to be out there, first off, enjoying nature, what God created for you to enjoy. Second, you're doing the same damn thing I am. Can we have a little respect for each other? Can we stay friends? Can we be happy for each other no matter what we shot? If it's a trophy in my eyes, it shouldn't matter what the other person shot. Okay? And it's these guys, they all think they're Michael Waddell and freaking, the beast guy and all these, you don't understand what goes on behind the scenes in these places, man. These guys are paying lots of money to go on a land that's been groomed.
Yep.
Listen, New York State has a ton of state record anywhere big bucks. And I know I grew up here and I see them. Don't let anybody kid you that New York's a shit show. It's not. There's some really good bucks in New York, and it's getting better. It's getting better. And from what I hear, New York State is actually they're talking about now a 4-point rule. So it has to have 4 points on one side versus 3, which is fine with me because I'm going to shoot an 8-pointer anyway. I don't really give a shit. But it's this stuff, this cattiness. We're grown ass men, aren't we? You're a man. I'm a man. We all do our stuff. We're all out there and enjoying it. Be respectful. It's one thing to haze. The person, bust their balls. I don't care. Have fun with each other. When it comes down to it, phone call, hey, man, I need you to come out and help me drag a deer out. I can't find the deer. We're going to drop our shit and come out and find that deer. It's just so stupid, man. And you know what? It's in anything. it's not just the outdoors. It's if you're in auto racing, if you're a weightlifting competition, a wrestler, we could go on and on and on about it, and it's even in 3D shooting, it's like, it makes you sick, it's like, oh, I shot at 300. You only shot at 280. Who cares?
Good for
I'm
you.
having fun. I'm
enjoying it.
I think we got to get back to the basics of going back, enjoying the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the people you're with, or your family that you're with. Like you had your uncle, I had my grandfather, and just appreciate that. Be that dude, that you're out there. And if somebody's got a question, by God, help them out. Don't sit there and say, well, just because I got this many years and don't mean, I'm not going to tell you something.
Yeah.
Help the person out. I've had people had no idea about stuff, and they're like, hey, that's cool. How did you know that? Because I listen.
Yep.
Craig, like I said, you've been through the mill. We've all had stuff happen to us, over the years. And, the biggest thing is that you iron sharpens iron. That's a good saying right there. It is. Diamonds don't get to be pristine and glossy and perfect because they're not under pressure. We're all under pressure. We gotta be that, we gotta get through it.
Yeah. And that's what it kind of comes down to, like I said, the whole, industry or all this together, someone throws a comment, on your post, positive comment back. Like there's some people on Instagram that I follow because they're huge inspirations to me, and it's just a couple of weeks ago, I posted a picture of a buck in velvet, and this fucking deer, had fucking stickers all over. This buck was fucking massive. And all of a sudden, I commented on there saying, dude, bro, I hope you smack this whitetail this year, dude. This is an absolute mega giant. Oh, no, fucking comment that you get posted back says, I don't know if he's gonna make the list this year. Like, don't be that person. Like, dude, like, don't tell me, okay, there's no way that this deer does not make anybody's fucking list. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Like, and this whole thing with making the list, like, just
it's all it's all the cliches of
it is.
all
all I was doing was just giving a nice fucking positive comment, like, oh, I hope you fucking have a great fall. And that's the comment I get. I'm like, I fucking swipe away. I'm fucking done. Whatever.
Haters are gonna hate, like they always say, man. That's all it is.
It's ridiculous. It makes me sick.
This new day and age where it's like, well, they gotta be X amount of years, or they gotta look like they're X amount of inches and shit like that. That came from a scientist from Pennsylvania years ago. I can't remember his name right now. I'm drawing a blank. And don't get me wrong, it's a great ideology behind it. It's awesome. We gotta let them grow. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, I have to burn my own personal PTO time throughout October and November.
Yeah.
Where I hunt, I can't hunt during the gun season unless I know nobody's out there hunting, which is rare. So I have to burn my PTO time in October and do it correctly. Otherwise, if I don't see the deer that I'm after and I only see something up, I gotta take it because I gotta get meat in the freezer. I have like half a deer left in my freezer right now.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I'm just leave it there. We're getting late. There's one question though, Craig, I want to ask you before we get to the rapid fire questions is, throughout your lifetime, what is a question that you would, a piece of advice that you would give to like hunters and just everybody that you feel you've learned over your time now in life?
Yeah, the piece of advice I would give was don't ever, when someone gives you, like someone gives me advice, don't ever take any piece of advice unknowing. Always listen, and always, because that advice obviously means something and it's going to help you out along the way, whether you believe it or not. Like, there's a lot of stuff like in the years that I would just, brush off my shoulders, like, okay, whatever, I know this, and whatever. But actually, I take your time and sit down and actually listen to people's advice. They're giving it to you for a reason. If it's a positive advice, they're doing it to you to help you out. So they care. They're doing it to you to help you succeed and get better in the outdoor industry.
I like it. Now we moved on to Dave's comment here. Bro, I can't wait for you to pop your doe cherry. What he's referencing, if you didn't listen a couple episodes ago, I've said it before though, I have yet to shoot a deer, a doe. I've yet to put my tag on a doe. I've been going, I think this is my 19th, 20th year hunting. I believe it's my 19th.
Yeah.
And I have yet to put it on a doe. I've shot 2 does, but I've never found them.
Yeah.
And I have yet to put my tag on a doe. I have strict rules though. I have family laws that we kind of created to where it makes it hard to do that. I'm not going to get into it right now, but I'm just going to say, I have yet to pop my doe cherry yet. I'm going on 31 years old. I've been hunting since I was 12, basically. So yeah. Last year, rapid fire question here for you, Craig. About 4 of them. What animal is on your bucket list to hunt?
Animal on my bucket list to hunt. Hey, I tell you what, I will go out with my bow out west for antelope. I really want to do it. Spot and stock antelope.
What is the top state you want to hunt?
Top state I want to hunt?
Yep.
I would have to say top state. Oh fuck. I would actually have to stay. I like to go down to Missouri to do it because my cousin Sean is a huge bow hunter and they go every year down to Missouri. And I just don't have the time right now, but Missouri with the family.
That was one of my states. I have a buddy that goes down there
Yep.
every year, or if not every other year, and he loves it down there.
Yep.
If you could pick anybody to go on a hunting trip with or share a campfire with one time, who would that be?
I tell you what, it's crazy, but I actually do talk to these guys once in a while. Dean and Dave from Team Taking a Break. Those guys are just hilarious. I would honestly, I would love to fucking meet those guys in person and share the shit and stories with them. No doubt.
Last question here. What do we need to do to improve the hunting community?
What do we need to do? I tell you what, people just need to respect is the biggest thing, and just be a positive influence and role model, because the fact is you don't know who's watching you or whose kid is watching you, and you don't want negative. I mean, I don't know. The respect and a positive outlook in the industry needs to happen, because it's to me personally, for what I see, it's not there. It's not.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot of things out there, a lot of people out there doing their own thing, and I think people need to set a better example. I mean, I'm 100%. Not saying we do our best. I'm not going to get into. We basically say we're not politically correct on the show at all. We speak our minds, but that there's a reason to it. I don't think there's a lot of channels out there that do what we do when we speak our minds. We're going to say what we want. If you, like I said at the beginning, feelings get hurt, I don't give a shit.
Yep.
I'm not here to cater to your feelings, like the new world that we live in now.
Yep.
But at the same time, I always say all the time, I'm here to defend every hunter that's doing everything the right way, the legal way, the ethical way. And you need a new friend, you need a new brother in your life, send me a message. I got myself and I got 3 other ones here that I know for a fact that will at least message you on a daily basis if you need anything. Yep. You got Craig here. If you need anything, Craig, I know Craig will be there for you guys.
Absolutely.
We're building something here that's going to be different. And I'm going on.
No, I agree.
Craig, though, I do want to say thank you so much for coming on the show, man. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you. Congratulations, though, on joining the Boondocks Hunting Outdoors team. That's amazing. If you want to upgrade and join the varsity team, we're here. We're taking applications. We're going to have a submit form here starting next year, most likely. So I'm looking forward to that. We do actually, I'll say this, though. We do have, it's the December 14th, I believe it is. It's going to be our biggest trivia night the entire year. And there's going to be questions on there. Boondocks hunting. Laughing face. Brett, you are too funny. Love you guys at Boondocks. They're Broken Brothers of their show. It's going to be epic. It's going to be big. We're not sure how we want to do this yet, but it's going to be like a 50 question type thing here. They said Boondocks, we are the trivia champs. Motherfucker, it's tied, bitches. We came on your show and beat you. You came on our show and you beat me single-handedly. Okay.
Well, he's talking about the last time.
Yeah, I know. You got bragging rights till next time. Either way, we have one more trivia night coming up in September, but we have a big grand finale, 50 to 70 type question, and it's going to be epically hard that I'm coming up with. It's going to be challenging. Everyone's going to probably be invited to come on the show and be a part of it. So if you want to possibly be a part of it, let us know.
Okay.
We aren't for sure yet, but because you are part of the team brother of Boondocks, they're a brother affiliate of here at Whitetail Advantage, basically. So we're going to extend the invite now. I'm excited for it.
All right.
More details with that to come. We also do have 3 open slots left in our Whitetail Advantage fantasy football league that we have coming up. The draft for that will be the last Sunday of August.
Last Sunday of August, all right.
And we also do have a couple of things. I'm doing 10 ring news now. If you want the Whitetail Advantage live show schedule on your actual phone, send us your email and we can get everything set up for you. And we'll just plug your email in, and the Whitetail Advantage calendar of who we got coming on when we're not doing shows and stuff like that will be on your phone. There we go.
All right.
Anyways, enough of that stuff. Squatch, how can people reach out to you, man?
Well, you guys all know the social media stuff, Outdoors and More with the Squatch. But if I could just take a second, the boy I call my son, Corey Kane, he has type 1 diabetes, and he plays the wiffle ball leagues up here, and they're trying to raise money. It's an organization called Slam T1D, and they're trying to raise some money to beat this, horrible disease. He suffers with it. He's a type 1 diabetic. I worry about him every day, every waking hour. I'm wondering if that pump's working for him or not. If you guys, anybody watching, want to donate, it's under Slam, SLAMT1D. It's a fundraiser, and his name is Corey Kane, Kain, and you'll see there it says, raise money for the tournament for the diabetes that he's going to be in. He's up at 1330. They're trying to reach 6,000. So if you guys could, a little something, even if it's $5, man, throw it out there. It's for a good cause. And when you see a kid suffer through this, it's horrible. I've had to basically rush him back here to the house a couple times, get sugar into him, and it's a scary thing. He was born with it. So if you guys got a big heart and you want to donate a couple bucks to that, I'd sure as hell appreciate it, and so would he. And like always, you can find me here Sundays and Tuesdays, and with the Boondocks guys, with Craig also on the Boondocks stuff, and the social media, Outdoors and More with the Squatch, at my YouTube channel.
Craig, how can people reach out to you, brother?
At Behind the Grind on YouTube, and then my Instagram. Those are my 2 main handles that I focus on.
That's awesome, man. We have each other's phone numbers now, so we're gonna be texting.
Good.
Exactly. Excited to have you part of the brother. Excited to have you part of the team, basically. And in a way, you joined the dark side. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I love them there, but
that's racist. Mike is very dark, but
bullshit. He gave me privilege to say that I'm black. Yeah, because I'm a certified black guy now because I'm ginger, and that's what he said. I just got canceled.
It's the truth. Mike did. He did. He freaking told him flat out on the show. The gingers are been traced back to black roots. So
I give you permission.
Yeah. He says right there, big facts. See, you wrote it. Big facts.
Exactly. We love Mikey. We love him. We love you guys at Boondocks. Like I said, they're brother affiliate of Whitetail Advantage, basically. Craig, Squatch, I hope you guys have a great, amazing rest of your night. Thank you so much for coming on the show for tonight. Craig, Squatch, you basically had to show up because I pay you.
You do. Yeah.
I pay you with my smiles. But you guys have a great rest of your night. I want to say goodnight to everybody.
All right.
Later, guys.
Later.
Amazing group, guys, right there. Thank you, Craig, for coming on the show. I greatly appreciate it. And Squatch, We gave each other crap, but we love you too. Well, everyone, that's going to conclude another episode of the Whitetail Advantage Podcast. I want to say thank you to everyone that's gathered around the electronic campfire. Now, if this show made you laugh, made you think, gave you a new perspective, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you listen to this on the audio version, please hit that 5-star rating. And you also give us your feedback, how you thought the show went. Audio version of our show gets released every Monday and Wednesday at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. If you want to be a guest on the show, or you want anybody from Whitetail Advantage to be a guest on your next podcast show, head to our website, whitetailadvantage.com, and submit your request through there. Thank you to all the companies we teamed up here with us at Whitetail Advantage, XOP, Magnus, Rec, Boadex, everybody out there who teamed up with us. We greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you to all the men and women in the military. Thank you to all the police officers, firefighters, nurses. Thank you all for your service. We really appreciate that. Put your quarter in a slot machine, help share a show, help grow a show. That's your fee for the show. And we'll see you all next time.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Whitetail Advantage Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we will see you next time.